Welcome to Gray Overload. I'm Anthony, and AMD has updated their Radeon driver software. Now it's the Radeon Software Adrenalin 2020 edition. AMD launched their new software, and this is the new look for it. So I want to just go through with you basically the first time, well, besides a few times it's crashed on me while I've been trying to record the video, and just go through a little bit of what they talked about in this new Radeon settings overall. I'm still learning it, and I've had a few people ask me questions where to find things. And I figure it might be just easiest to go through a video, and so we can learn about it together, and it'll come with the same questions and stuff. But AMD's goal for this and every major release was performance, stability, and features. And they want us to vote on the features, and so when you can go, that's this little star, you can go vote on them, and the features that get the highest votes will be implemented over time. So the home area here, you got, normally there's an ad here, but other than that, I wish they kind of would keep the capture controls up or just not have the ad. But this gives you a great overview, kind of your media captures, everything that last played, upgrade advisor, device status with AMD Link, and the drivers here. So I'm just going to hop into some of the other tabs because this is pretty, just a great overview overall. But if we go into gaming, we have everything here for all, or we're supposed to have all our games. We do not have all our games here that I have on my system. I know that because I want to try integer scaling on Unreal Tournament, and I'm not seeing that right here unless I missed it. So, but Borderlands 3, and I'll open up this one because, well, this one has some new features in it that we get to talk about. And right now, you can see you can kind of launch the game, tune the game performance. I haven't tried clicking this. We'll see if it works. Oh, it jumps us over into performance. Well, that's not what I wanted. We'll jump over it back here, go back into Borderlands 3. And you can see I haven't opened anything. If you're wondering how I like this game, I have not played it yet either, so I can't even give that. But if you look at the new graphics profile, or graphics here, you got the profile, and that's a custom profile. I'm going to select gaming just for see what it does. I don't know why it should not gaming, because I selected gaming when it first launched. They have Radeon anti-lag, and just something that helps adjust the frame timings to reduce the lag between user inputs and visual responses, which is a great, nice little feature AMD has. Radeon Chill limits FPS to save power, and if you do that, you can kind of put a min-max. That turns off anti-lag. Radeon Boost, and this is the new one. This is the one that AMD's been touting here with it, or a major new feature, which is dynamically reduce the resolution during motion to improve performance with little perceptibility impact on the image quality. Only works in supported games. So if you enable it, it does turn off anti-lag, but then you can adjust the minimum resolution and overall with this, or the minimum percentage resolution boost. So 50 to 83% is that change. I'm going to turn this back like that. Actually, I'm going to go back to gaming. And that Radeon Boost is going to be really interested to see. So, like, I run 4K here, or I have a 4K monitor, and this would be a great thing to help increase my frame rates, or if I wanted to help increase my frame rates on the 4K monitor by basically scaling resolution down to get better performance. I would actually go take a look at Hardware Unbox's video. They did a great walkthrough of Radeon Boost and just how it all operates, or kind of some of the display differences between what it's doing and when the mouse moves and when it's not. So they did a really great job with it, and better than rehash it, I'll let you go over there and watch the video. But overall, you can open up Advanced and get to everything else with the graphics that we had before in that little gaming layout of each game. So AMD's kind of hiding it underneath certain drop downs, which is fine. Helps keep it cleaner. I feel like as a software developer, I like that. I like the cleanness. I like being able to just be able to get to the things I need quickly. Some of that I think still needs improvement here from AMD, but overall this is a great improvement, and hopefully Nvidia is taking note and decides to upgrade theirs at some point, their drivers layout, as well as Intel. If Intel's going to get into this, they need to also focus on software. But you can also adjust the display for like FreeSync here, your scaling mode, integer scaling, which is another new feature. So this is a great new feature, especially for older games. I feel like Intel and Nvidia already had this implemented, so it was good that AMD also is competing on the same level and decided to give us this feature as well. And this gives, as it says here, gives a crisp pixelated look to images scaled to fit up to the display. Images that can't be scaled to match the display in the exact size and shapes will be centered on the screen. And this is just a great thing for retro games. So Unreal Tournament, that's not showing up in my games list. I love to be able to turn this on because it's like the 2004 version, and that would make a huge amount of difference, especially in a 4 screen. I hope we will see if I get that fixed up, and well, if I play a game anytime soon. So we go back, we have media. I'm not going to click on that right now. That'll basically just show you the media that you've recorded, but last couple times I've clicked on it, I've crashed the Radeon Software, so I'm trying to avoid that because I don't want to start this video over again. But we have compatibility here, and as you see, I still have the Radeon RX Vega and the 1950 Threadripper, and it tells me my current GPU and what it can play in all the games that it has, and then recommended GPU, which is the Radeon 7. So I can upgrade it. I don't know. I don't feel like going and doing that right now. But then we also have the AMD Radeon 19, the CPU, AMD Ryzen Threadripper. Oof, sorry about that. But then it has what I can go up to, which is the 3900. Looks like they're missing the 3950. But you can also go and upgrade your CPU, which I also don't feel like doing because that CPU will not fit in my motherboard. Then we get into this streaming side, and for streamers, I don't know what streamers normally use, but I'm using this. It was something installed. I wanted to use this just to record, so I didn't have to go and fight anything else right now. But this is pretty simple. You can choose a service and then either full screen or region, stop recording, get your mic all set up, and it's just a great simple area. You can create new scenes, and the scene editor is where you turn off the indicator. You can also put the camera in. I don't have a camera connected, so I didn't decide to hide the element. But this is basically, you can even add elements here, image, GIF, video. So there's a few other things there. Pretty simple layout overall. I think it would be great for somebody getting into streaming that wants to be able to stream games. This is an option. Maybe I'll try it out and stream a game. I've never done that, so it'll be fun. Let me know if that's something you would like. Maybe do it on Mixer or something. Twitch, who knows. But then here we go with the performance. And this performance tab, I kind of like actually how they did this. Nice layout. They kept it simple. They have, your GPU usage, your VRAM, your CPU, your RAM. They have your utilization, power consumption, clock speed, temperature, and the fan speed of it. And so I'm actually glad it's cooled down here in the basement because it's keeping the computer actually quite quiet. Then you have also tuning control. So you got the global tuning, manual. You have automatic, which is undervolt. I don't even know why. I think I found a bug. I was doing this before and it kind of stopped. I never applied anything in the manual, and it's still stuck on manual. So we'll see. But there's default. There's how it comes, is automatic there. On the Vega 64. I think there's some other GPUs that AMD has too. You have power saver, balance, and turbo. And then this is just giving you a little bit on each of. It doesn't really change anything down there at all. And then in the manual side, here's where you can really get down to tuning. So you can go and literally tune everything in the advanced control here, even your voltages, VRAM timings, voltages for that too, power consumption, power limit, and your advanced control, your fan curve. Maybe AMD's got this fixed. I hear some people having issues with it, but there's a little bit about your P states and then your temperature. So I'm going to turn this all off for right now because I just want it defaulted for right now while I'm doing this. Hate to apply something, crash it, and have to start recording over again. But you can actually tune per game as well, so you can select the game and tune that. Also, you can add a game profile. You just select it. So, and then we're back to the advisor. And this advisor, actually what you see when you first launch Radeon Software is basically an area where it says gaming, esports, or standard. I selected gaming, and then it actually has a little bit about upgrade to advisor down here. Not too much. And those are your main settings overall. They're home, gaming, and streaming. Now, if you want to get into some of the advanced stuff, you go back over here and you have settings and etc. But we'll stay going one by one. The search, I believe, is no results found. I don't remember. I haven't tried too much with the search at all, but let's see. So it does take you to performance tuning. So that's actually really kind of cool, is that this search will then take you to an area that you need to edit. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you don't know where something is, just go and search for it and you're able to go to it. Here is the browser. So let me close these tabs. This is from the last time I recorded and it crashed. So here is the browser. If you click on this next one, it's a vote on feature request. So this will open up, I'm in English. You can go and vote on which features that you would like to have. So vote now. However, what's really funny is it says AMD Radeon Software Adrenalin 2019 edition. Your feedback is important. 2020 is out, so AMD still got to update this before. I don't know if this is the new set, but they already have GPU integer scaling support, so I'm guessing this is still the old set that they have to update before it's going to be relevant to us. AMD has a whole notification section. They'll be doing the same things with notifications that they've done in the prior versions of the Radeon software. Then you have settings, and here's where you get into a lot of the nitty-gritty stuff. Overall, you can, like at home, you can check for updates, but here's also another place to check for updates. You click on it, does it, gives you a little bit of layout of everything there with the driver. You can see, like, what would you like with the software. You get recommended optionals. There's also checking for updates. There's also downloading the drivers when they become available, which is, I think, a great option. You can import and export a snapshot of all your current settings in the Radeon software, and I think this might be a great idea if, even if you want to send it off to maybe somebody has it close to the same computer view. Here's what my settings are. If you want to take a look at them, they can import theirs, export them, and have a backup, which is, having a backup of something is actually a good thing. AMD has a list of all the details here on the discrete Vega GPU I have. There's also release notes, and that takes you to one of the browser windows here. If we go back into settings, go into graphics side of things, I have a gaming selected here. You can also do custom. So then you'll see what they kind of have set up, and this is the standard for kind of all of your games. So they have AMD anti-lag, which that's enabled, and this is for the gaming one. Chill is off. Radeon Boost is disabled. Radeon Imaging Sharpening, and this I believe is expanded to more games. So like I believe DirectX 11 now is supported, and then what the sharpness is. Radeon Enhanced Sync, and then these advanced ones are also set. So HBCC memory support, your cache, shaders, OpenGL, tessellation, etc., anti-aliasing. Esports, so that enables different things, switches it up. Standard just turns everything off and then keeps some of these things. But all of AMD specific features are on. Custom allows you to customize it. I'm going to go back to gaming. The one thing they don't have here is the Radeon Boost, or no, wait, they do have Radeon Boost. Whoops, I missed that. Sorry about that. But yeah, they got pretty much everything there. So then we go into display, and we got the FreeSync enabled. You can see my display is the U28E510, and in order to enable integer scaling, I'd like to enable it, right? It says give a crisp pixelated look. I think I've already read that, so you guys can reread it again. In order to turn this on, you will need to turn on that. I hope it's still recording there. But now you can turn on integer scaling, or you can have it off. I'm going to keep it off for most of the time, but then I want to be able to turn it on for gaming. But you need to have this GPU scaling on in order for it to work in each local game. You can adjust your color depth. There's the specs of the monitor. You can see there's overrides. You can read and accept the EULA. Read and accept the EULA for custom resolutions. Here's more things you can edit on the monitor. Video profiles, so you can turn these on and off, go between them. Here's the hotkeys for the Radeon software, and I actually like that they got all these listed out. Everything from the streaming stuff and Radeon Boost and everything. This might be one great way to, I think they had it in the other software as well, just a little bit hidden, and this is a great new area for it. You have all your available things you can stream to. Devices, this is something I really want to kind of get working. So in this AMD Link, I want to spend a little time with this. Is 6 things they said to love about AMD Link on their blog, and you can read this. You can play games anywhere. I really want to test that out, to be able to play games on my mobile device. I know Samsung had something like this to replay games off your PC to your mobile device. We have Google Stadia, which is that remote play. We have Xbox Project X Cloud, which is playing off of their servers, but you can also play off your Xbox. I really hope Microsoft builds something into Windows, and I think NVIDIA, do they have something? I can't fully remember. I thought I heard something, but who knows? And I can't remember, my bad. And then AMD now has this as well. You can download the AMD Link app on your phone and go from there. I've tried a couple times. I'll still need to work on it, but if I get this working in something, maybe I'll do another video on how I feel it works, both in network and off network. So stay tuned. If that's something you want, leave a comment and I'll look into it. Then you also have your general, so where things are saved, just everything, logging, you got your live stream, your microphone levels, your in-game stuff, your toast notifications, Steam VR or VR streaming, game streaming, allows you to record desktop, etc. So there's a lot here that you're able to go through and adjust and take a look at. So definitely go through that if you're looking for a setting. Here's a lot of them in general. So the last button here, you can there's a reset up over here. I didn't even notice that. So as I'm going through and you see me pause and be like, oh, that's there, and yep, that's why, because I am still looking and learning this piece of software. But then you got the sidebar, and this little sidebar is here, kind of scrunches everything down. You have your menu, you can go to gaming, so it still has everything overall. You can expand it back out, and it's all there. So that's a little bit about the Radeon software. You know, the AMD Link, where you can play games anywhere, use your mobile device as a second screen, even voice commands from your phone to your GPU. Um, there's certain cool things that are able to go. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching. God bless. Sorry for the late delay on this video again. Going to the hospital quite a bit. Hopefully the baby's going in the right direction here, and hopefully I'll be able to get more videos out soon. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.